In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how we are consistently using our free school group funnel to get high ticket paid online coaching clients. If you guys don't know me, my name is Brandon and I help online coaches turn their expertise into programs that are high ticket and sell those programs online at scale. I also help existing coaches scale. We've got a stack of different funnels we use: Instagram, SKOOL, VSLs, workshops, YouTube. But in this video specifically, I'm talking to you about SKOOL. And we've turned $73,000 in ad spend into over $300,000 cash collected over the last few months we've been doing this. I also won the SKOOL games. And this is basically where this idea came from. And when people think of SKOOL, they think of, recurring revenue, high churn, low ticket payments, things like that, memberships. But what I did was I turned one of my old programs into a membership, and we ran it for a month only, and we ended up winning the SKOOL games. And then I just basically saw and tried to learn that model. Like, hey, does this work? Can we upgrade people? And we did. But I quickly realized, like, hey, this is not a long-term business model. If you're wanting to get high profit to like 20 to 50K per month in profit, right? So what I did was, I literally started praying. I was like, okay, I did the SKOOL games, we won. Like, what was all this SKOOL stuff for if it's not going to be, a long-term model? And then I tried running an ad straight to my free SKOOL group, basically putting a ton of value inside of that group, and then a setter, and then workshops and VSLs in the classroom, and boom, there was birthed the SKOOL funnel that we've been helping a few other people implement in their coaching businesses. One of them was Landon, and he basically doubled his business by switching off of Instagram onto SKOOL. The IG growth funnel still works if you guys have been following me for that specifically, but I'm telling you, this video, I'm just gonna break down basically the overall strategy, how I use it with Instagram, YouTube, and get everyone into your SKOOL group so you can start nurturing people, especially if you've noticed your Instagram ads not working. I'm going to talk about who this is for, who it's not for, and much more. So let's dive in. All right, guys. So we're going to be talking about the SKOOL funnel, where we turned $73,000 into $300,000 cash collected. How I won the SKOOL games, met with Alex Ramosi. This is the SKOOL funnel for getting high ticket clients. Cool. So just as we dive in, I want to make a couple things clear. We've spent over $1 million on paid ads. So, that includes over 100,000 on YouTube, over 500,000, and these aren't current, these are a couple months old. On Instagram ads, 10,000 on a VSL, 75,000 on a low ticket funnel that upgraded people into high ticket. And, I'm just gonna break down my funnel that's active for you and then show you basically how you can apply this to your own business. So, you guys already know about the top of funnel, right? This is getting cold people into your audience, right? And to do that, for most coaches, if you're below 30K per month and you're doing a B2C offer, even some B2Bs, unless you're coaching coaches, I would say, Instagram ads are the simplest, most profitable way. However, in the online marketing space, the follow me ads are pretty outdated. I still run them because we basically created them, but almost everyone is teaching this. And you don't even need to join a coaching program to implement this. You could just go to my YouTube channel or my free SKOOL group and take the script, film the ad, launch the ad, and basically do that piece yourself, right? Then I'm running SKOOL ads, which I'm gonna break down to you in this video, and then I'm also running YouTube ads as well to grow my YouTube channel. So these are the three, top of funnel ads that we're running, and then you get into the middle of funnel, which is Instagram nurture content, where people are watching my content and getting nurtured, my stories, my reels, any feed posts, things like that. And the main long-term platform I'm trying to get people into is SKOOL and YouTube, right? Then we implement retargeting ads, so the people in the funnel, right, basically never have a chance to stop seeing our stuff. So you've got the top of funnel coming in, and then you've got basically this whirlwind of content circling them from the middle of the funnel, okay? After that, there's a setting process, or they literally just book a call straight from SKOOL or YouTube. After that, the next piece is they watch your VSL, and if you don't have one of those, there's a free training on how to make one on my YouTube channel. And then they come into the sales call. or they literally just DM close from a Google Doc or from your previous content. So now that we've got that clear, let's move on to basically what the school funnel looks like at scale, and then I'll also go over what it looks like early on. So I'm basically running 2 top of funnel ads, right? There's the video ads that go straight to school where it's like, hey, I just recorded this setting training. If you want access to it, I'm giving it away for free to everyone who joins my school group, okay? So that is basically, a bunch of different ads where I give away assets. Like, hey, here's my notes from the school games. If you want them, click the link down below to join my school group, right? All those different types of ads. And then you've got graphic ads. This is, just a typical like Twitter thread post where people swipe through, read it. It's just a graphic saying, join my free school group, things like that. So that's the top of funnel. And then I also retarget anyone who doesn't opt in, and I retarget my Instagram. So basically the audience for all of these people, right, is a lookalike audience 1% of my Instagram, okay? And then I also have, VSL CTAs inside where people just watch the VSL. So the first initial goal is just to get everyone into school. So if you're like, yo, Brandon, like, should I do any of this? What's my first step? Like, obviously the first step is to create a free school group. And I'm gonna map that out further here in a second. But let's go through even a deeper version of what the funnel is, and then I'll map out basically how you could launch this. So very first thing is the top of funnel, right? And we're just gonna go horizontal now, is ads, right? You could say ads, organic traffic, and we'll talk about that, into your free school group. So inside of your free group, you're gonna have a couple different things. You're gonna have VSLs, right? Where people watch the video, they could literally click a link to book a call down below. This is content where you're there to serve them, over-deliver, build trust with them. And guys, like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was just thinking about my own personal life 2 to 3 years ago. I had no clue how to do any of this stuff. So when I'm throwing out the word VSL, right, you could be like, what is that? It's a video sales letter that's 30 minutes to an hour long where you break everything down, right? Then you're gonna do lives inside of your school group. All that is basic weekly workshops where you get on, you go live for 30 minutes to an hour, serve people, and at the end, you offer to book a call. The third thing, which I like Skool for so much, is because you can set in there. It's basically like combining Instagram and YouTube into one platform, because you've got the long form platform, right, which is YouTube typically. But in here, you can take your YouTube videos, put them into Skool, right, which is the classroom. You've got lives, which basically turns your school group also into a live workshop. And then you have what we have on Instagram, which is setting, right? So now you've got the VSL long form, you've got the interactive lives, you've got setting, but the cool part is too, you also get all of these people's emails. And once every 72 hours, you can send out an email blast from your school group to all of the members. We have almost 8,000 members now, so whenever I do an email blast, right on Instagram, like if I post a story, only a fraction of my 55,000 followers even see it, but on Skool, everyone sees it at least twice a week whenever I'm posting those emails. Okay, so we've got the ad into your free school group, you've got your VSLs, live, setting, emails, right? Now let's go over to the book call. So whether they book a call straight from the VSL, straight from one of the lives, from the setting process, or even from an email, right? After they book a call, we have the automation to where they have to watch this VSL, right? If you wanted to get more sales and convert more of your sales calls, if all you took away from this video was forcing people to watch your VSL before the call, you would literally increase your close rate by probably 10 to 25%. So just to recap, ads, free school group, VSLs, live, setting, emails, into the book call. They have to watch this video before the call. Then it's basically an enrollment call because they saw our ad, which is highly qualifying people. Then we accepted them into the group, which means they had to be a right fit. Then they consumed all this content. By the time they consumed it, they're so warmed up already that they want to book a call. And before we allow them to talk to us in person on Zoom, we make them watch another 30-minute video, which basically disqualifies them if they're not a good fit. So your VSL should be so good that people say, hey bro, I think I need to cancel my call. I'm not who you're looking for. Or they'll literally be messaging like, bro, just watch the video, like so excited to chat, right? And then you take the sales call and ideally you close 1 out of 4. Even better, 1 out of 3, which is actually possible. And the show rate for these calls is so good because we have to take them through a process before they just book a call, right? And then boom, after that, they're either closed and they go into the fulfillment cycle, or they're not closed. And what's cool about this versus any other platform is, typically when they're not closed, maybe you have a process in place, but they basically disappear, right? Maybe they still follow you on Instagram or YouTube. Maybe you send out emails. A lot of people don't, but they're usually gone, right? Versus here, they literally stay in your community. They keep watching new content. They keep coming to the lives. They can keep getting chatted with, and every 72 hours, right? So twice a week, they get an email from you. So this is why this funnel is really probably my favorite funnel right now. But let's talk about this. Like, should you do it? That's the real question. So I'm gonna map out to you, a plan to go from, let's say you're making 5 to 10K per month, right? And your end goal is 150K, okay, a month. In your coaching business, you're like trying to build an actual like long-term business. And I'll even map out in between. So if you're like, yo, Brandon, my goal is not, that high, I'm just trying to get to 30, we'll cross that bridge. So when I basically started, all I was doing at this stage was Instagram. Okay, so this is what I tell almost everyone to do, right? If you're, between 5 and 10K a month, you should 100% start out, with Instagram. So let's say you're up here and you just started and you're just running an Instagram funnel, like fitness coaches, relationship coaches, mindset coaches, all of you guys, you should 100% be running this, right? So let's say we spent, 2K on ads and then you did 10K. Right? And now you're starting to build a following, things like that. Then month 2, I would just do the same thing again. So let's double the ad spend, 4K into 20K, still using the Instagram funnel. But now you're gaining followers, people are starting to follow you, you're starting to get an email list, things like that. Then the next month, what I would do is I would go to Instagram and then I would start recording YouTube videos. So now you just threw in a whole nother funnel, right, which we're not talking about in this video, called YouTube, right? So literally, what your business looks like is you doubled your ads again, spending 8K, doing like 40 to 100 right here, depending on your return on ad spend, and you've got 2 funnels, Instagram and YouTube, right? Now you've got a consistent business going, you've got your follower ads going, and everything else. And then when you're up here, I would implement, right? This could even be, 30 to 40 or whatever, the SKOOL funnel. That's what I typically walk people through. And this funnel is basically a middle of funnel where you try to get people from your YouTube channel and your Instagram into SKOOL. Right? This is like the typical path that I teach people. However, you can alternate. So let's say you don't want to do YouTube or you want to implement SKOOL early, which I'm totally cool with, so long as you know what you're getting yourself into, right? So inside of SKOOL, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about how it actually works. So you've got Instagram, right? So you've got your Instagram and you're already getting clients from it, which is most people, right? You've got ads going and you've got all these followers, right? And you're like, yo, Brandon, I think people would be interested in joining my SKOOL group right now. What should you do? Then I would just go strictly organic SKOOL, which I'm okay with anyone implementing this literally from day one of, just seeing this. Like you could go implement it today. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go organic, right? You're gonna make a story post, like, hey, I just launched my free SKOOL group, a post. You could do this in your broadcast channel, right? So you'll broadcast it. You could do email, right? Facebook, and just literally invite people. And then what that turns into is that's going to turn into the first, few SKOOL members, Now, step one of doing this is going to be getting SKOOL. If you don't have it, there's going to be a link in the bio where you can literally join using my link. And I think it's a 7 to 14 day free trial if you use that link, right? Number two is optimizing it, right? So literally go in there, copy my about page, and just look around, join my free SKOOL group. The link will be there in this video as well. And just look at how I outlined the about page, my classroom, which is a bunch of VSLs, right? How I post in there. And then I would pick a time to do workshops, right? So at least 1 or 2 per month to start out. Every other week is great. Put those on your classroom calendar because these people are actually going to join those workshops, right? And it's going to turn into nurturing and more calls. And you can also take that workshop after and turn it into a YouTube video, right? So not only are you like basically optimizing all of your content that you make in one setting, but you're getting, you know, a lot for just one workshop because they're coming live, they're watching the replay inside of the SKOOL group and on your YouTube channel. Then number 4, you literally just launch and announce it to everyone. People join in, welcome them, and start setting. They're gonna start watching the content that's in the classroom, and you're gonna start setting. So that's the SKOOL funnel in a nutshell. And you know, people that I've seen, you know, do it the best are more B2B style offers, right? Especially if you're, you know, in the marketing space, helping agency owners or coaches, like this funnel crushes because, you know, Alex Ramosi is spending so much money on SKOOL, people are seeing it, and you see the benefits, obviously, of using SKOOL for people who are more established. Instagram is very, you know, quick, not as relational. SKOOL, you're gonna build a lot of value with people as they're going through it. So this is how I'm currently using SKOOL to get high ticket coaching clients. But if you're watching this, you're like, yo, Brandon, I'm stuck right now. I think I need help with Instagram first. I wanna layer in SKOOL and YouTube. Or you're established already and you're like, yo, dude, I'm ready just to rock with the SKOOL funnel. You've got 2 options. Basically, you could leave this video, copy everything I've done, try to do it yourself. Or if you're like, Brandon, I really want a hands-on you know, coaching experience where you can help me do all this, then what I want you to do right now is click the link down below to book in a time to chat. And what that's gonna look like, I'll just even map it out since I've got the board here, is all we're gonna do is get a sense of where you're currently at. Are you running ads, right? What's the price of your offer? What's the messaging, right? What's the deliverables? Can this group program, you know, even scale? And then point B, right? Like what's the vision? Right? What are you trying to get to? What are you trying to charge? How much do you want to work? Right? What's the goal profit-wise? And then we'll literally map out a plan together to help you get there, right? So how is your mindset? How is your offer? How is your sales process, your marketing, your team, right? How's the fulfillment? And we'll basically just pick apart bottlenecks on that call of what, you know, the problem is. And what's cool is lately, I've even been adding in on these calls the staircase kind of method, right? This is what we're gonna have to do to get you here. Are you willing to do it? And then if so, if I actually think, you know, I can help you get here, then I'll show you what it looks like practically to work together. But at least, worst case scenario, you leave the call with all this value. So again, if you're like, Brandon, I think it would be worth, listen, if you've been watching my content for more than a year, if you've copied any of my ads, you know friends or people that have implemented the IG growth funnel and had success, or maybe you like been working with one of my competitors, worst case scenario, you can click the link, book in this call, leave with a ton of value. But I think you'll probably see obviously how we can help. So again, if you want to do that, click the link down below and I'll chat with you guys soon. Also, there's going to be a video pinned somewhere along this video for our IG growth funnel if that funnel interests you. And again, if this helped you at all, you're not booking in a call and you're not going to watch that video, at least like, comment, subscribe, or share this with a friend. Appreciate you guys.